Hey friend, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark, and I sell them hopefully for a profit. Today is Monday, September 9th, and I am shipping the items that sold over the weekend, so Friday and Saturday. I have 9 items, a gross sales amount of $183.02. I'll share my total profit for the weekend over at the end, but it's not great. It was a pretty slow weekend. These should have sold for more, maybe not much more, but I was trying to get some sales, you know? This is the brand Cacique, which is Lane Bryant's like intimates. I sell a lot of their bras, but these are, sleep pants. They look super comfy and in pretty good condition. You can tell they're used, but they're not like disgustingly used, you know how like pajama pants just kind of get that, I don't know, very worn in feel. So the Cacique sleep pants have an average sell price of $12.64 with a 33% sell-through rate. My inventory system, so I use Vendu to cross list, and we're going to talk about that because there was an issue that I'm a little concerned about. Actually, I'm really concerned about. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but it says I bought them at my local Goodwill. I don't remember buying them at my local Goodwill, so I don't know if I just put the wrong thing in or what. I don't know. It says I spent $2.15, which is not my local Goodwill's pricing. Like, they would have priced these for at least $4 or $5. So, I don't know. Maybe I didn't actually get them at the Goodwill. Anyway, these sold for $10 plus shipping on eBay, so they sold for a total of $16.70. I spent $2.15. My profit is $6.93. Not a great way to start, but it is what it is. This is darling. I have a thing for like vintage little kid clothes, but this is a very cute little vintage dress. It is smocked, which is all of this. I don't know, if you don't know what smocking is, you can see it. So it's really like stretchy. Apparently my grandmothers both like hand smocked when they both sewed. Anyway, this is Polly Flinders, little vintage. It doesn't say it's made in the US, but anyway, little polka dot dress, so cute. I bought this at a local thrift store that benefits our mission. So I paid $3 for it, which is, I realize for some people, $3 is really, really low cost of goods. But for me, a little on the high end for something like this. I probably would have generally paid closer to like $2 for it. Anyway, vintage Polly Flinders girls dresses have an average sale price of $15.84 and a 12% sell-through rate. I do price all of my like vintage little dresses and stuff like that at $30. And so this sold on Poshmark for $24. So that I have Prime Lister, and that does all my sharing for me and sends out offers, and I have it set up to send out 20% off offers. There we go. Let's say it the right way. Took 2 months to sell, and my profit is $16.20. So I'm not disappointed in that at all. Some of those dresses can sell for a lot of money. And in fact, I was researching, was I listing something? There was one priced at like an excessive amount of money. Like it was like 5 figures. I'm trying to remember, it was like $24,000 or something like that. And I was like, really? I mean, it hadn't sold for that much. It was just priced that high. And it didn't really look that different than mine. So I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure it was the Polly Flinders. Anyway, these are a pair of Wrangler shorts. They're just cargo shorts, a relaxed fit. I feel like towards the beginning of the summer, I was buying these because I was like, oh, they'll sell for, you know, like $15. Well, that's not actually true. The average sell price is $11.69 with only a 25% sell-through rate. So I'm not really sure where I had that in my head, that I listed it for $15. Somebody offered me 10. So they actually paid quite a bit in shipping. So they paid a total of $18.60. I paid 50 cents for them at what used to be my favorite thrift store, my old favorite thrift store now, I'm calling it. Bought it 5 months ago. I did make some money on the shipping. I used calculated shipping. So sometimes I do make some money on it. It's never my goal, but it happens. But my profit is $9.15. So I think I told you all the information. All right. Here it is. The thing that's causing me an issue. So this is a corset. It's lace on the sides. It has all the laces up in the back. The brand is Adore Me, which I've sold a bra by this brand, but it is plus size and new with tags. I bought it, I don't know where. And I don't know where because I can't find it in Vendu. And I'm concerned. I'm real concerned. Okay. So the Adore Me corset, I'm trying to remember if I added plus size. I think I did. Has an average sale price of $19.08 with a 19% sell-through rate. So generally, not always, generally, when the sell-through rate is that low, I price on the lower side of comps. So I usually price right at average and then accept offers or send offers for lower than that. So yeah, I think I had it priced at $10. I'm sorry. I had it priced at $20, sent off the 20% off. Oh my word, I can't talk today. That's not just today, it's always. I sent out the 20% off offers via Prime Lister. So it sold for $16, which I think is fine. Okay, the problem came when I went to get it out of in my inventory system. It's not there. This is not big enough. I'm gonna have to send this tiny little thing in a box. Just because it has like boning in it, you know, and I don't want to bend the boning. I did that with another corset. I sold a corset like a week ago. I only have 3 corsets, so maybe the other one will sell soon. I'm kind of wondering if it has to do with like Halloween coming up. Like maybe people are gonna do kind of Renaissance type things or like piratey type costumes, or I don't know. Maybe they just wear it in their regular life. But it just does seem kind of interesting that 2 have sold in about a week from each other. Anyway. Okay, so it wasn't there. I looked up Adore Me. I looked up Adore. I looked up Adore Me as one word. I looked up corset. It is not in there. And I bought this, the way it's priced, and when I went into Poshmark, and actually even on eBay, it has the SKU number in it. And I mean, I found it. in my things, right? In my boxes. It has the SKU number in it, so I know, yeah, I don't know what to do with this. There we go. I think I got it. Okay. So it's not there. I know that I've bought it within, okay, the number is 1878. And I'm in the 2600s right now. I started the year at 1300. So 18 is kind of right in the middle of that, right? So I bought it in April, May. I know I took, the pictures of it are terrible. I'm not great with pictures. Anyway, the problem is, since I started Vendoo, I don't list on eBay. I list through Vendoo. So it had to have been there at some point. Plus, it was on both platforms. It was on eBay and it was on Poshmark. But it's not in Vendoo anywhere. So that makes me really concerned. Like, it just disappeared. It wasn't in, and I checked, like, it wasn't in my active listings. It wasn't in my sold listings. It wasn't in my drafts. Like, I looked everywhere. And so this is the first time I've been concerned about Vendoo. I don't know. If you have any thoughts, if you use Vendoo, let me know. Where did my listing go? And what other listings am I missing? I mean, obviously you can't answer that for me, but that's my concern. Like, what else is missing? What else am I not going to be able to find? Because I really rely on that. Maybe that's bad. But I will tell you that I was using a free spreadsheet. It was the one that Ginger Marvin did. I don't know. I used it a couple years ago. I used it a couple years in a row. And last year it got, like 2023 last year, it got so glitchy, and I it was useless kind of at the end, and I could at least find my stuff, but man, it was really stressful. Like, I couldn't find any of my analytics. It was just like, I don't know, it was all messed up. So I don't know if it was user error or what. This does have a corduroy collar. Okay. It's like a light corduroy. I sold a jean jacket. It's kind of a long jean jacket. I used barn coat and chore coat, and I said contrast collar. It is corduroy, but it's like, I don't know, maybe it's not. No, it's not corduroy. It's like just brown denim. Corduroy collar is a good thing. In a vintage jean jacket. This brand is called Sunbelt. I don't know. When I look up vintage Sunbelt jean jacket, the average sale price is $34.76 with an 8% sell-through rate. That's really, really low. But I still sold it for $30, which is good. I think that was my asking price, if I remember correctly. Took 2 months to, no, it took 6 months to sell, but you know, 6 months ago we were getting into spring, so I'm not surprised that this is selling in the fall. And I spent 70 cents on it at my old favorite thrift store, and that makes my profit $23.30. And I'm wondering if I can get this in here. All right, so all of my items I wrap in tissue paper, and I seal with like a little thank you sticker. I just buy most of these things on Amazon. All of the items that I use, I think most of the items that I use are linked in the description. I've had a couple people ask lately. So if you're curious, it's there, like an Amazon affiliate link. When I ship on Poshmark, I use priority shipping supplies. So the boxes, the envelopes, the stickers. There is, let's see, let me show you. So anyway, this is a priority label, and at the bottom it says Poshmark shippers are authorized to use all priority mail packaging, including flat rate and regional rate packaging through local zones, basically. Okay, so I like to use these Tyvek mailers. I don't think the adhesive is really good, so I add the little stickers on the corners, and that has worked really well for me for 3 years. When I'm shipping on eBay, like I said earlier, I have calculated shipping, and I also have it set up so that they have a choice of choosing, that was redundant. They have a choice of priority or ground advantage. Since I added that 6 months or so ago, that everyone has chosen ground advantage. So I use poly mailers. So some of them I buy on Amazon. I also have, these are 9 by 12, I think, or 10 by 13. I buy these on eBay with my eBay ship. I can't ever say it. Not ever one time if I said this correctly. eBay shipping supply coupon for having an eBay store. This is a vintage sweater. You can see like the shadow of my cord. So it's hand embroidered, Christopher and Banks. It's vintage. Hong Kong to me indicates that it's vintage. Also the style and the fact that it has shoulder pads, but it has these citrus fruits like not embroidered in it. It does have some issues. There were like some light stains on it. I don't know. I looked up vintage short sleeve sweater embroidered. I think I added cardigan. And the average sale price was $29.32 with an 11% sell-through rate. Whew. I'm just hitting all those high sell-through rates today, right? That was sarcasm, obviously. Maybe it wasn't obvious. But anyway, I price my vintage sweaters at $30 most of the time, unless either condition or a comp would indicate otherwise. And I think I got an offer for $19 and I took it. So I've had this for 9 months. Bought it at a garage sale for $2. They paid a total of $27.45 with shipping, and so my profit is $14.90. Oh. If you don't know, I work out of my garage. My garage door is open behind you, and so sometimes I will see little, like there was just a cat that ran across, but I just saw like a flash of color out of the corner of my eye, and it just kind of catches me off guard, that's all. All right, so this is a pair of linen pants. They're just like a straight leg pull-on pant. I like linen. Are these even 100%? Yeah. I don't know this brand, Kenar, but they don't have a great sell-through rate, which is, that's okay. Linen is one of those things that, especially if it's 100% linen, but even a blend, I will buy pretty much almost any brand because in my experience, it sells. So the average sale price is $13.98 with a 17% sell-through rate. I had these listed for $20 and somebody offered me $15, and they paid a total of $21.75. Actually, I'm sorry, I think I had them listed for $25. I don't know, but I'm gonna take deals on linen in October. It's not October, it's September. I'm still gonna take deals on linen in September. I'm still wearing linen because I love it so much. But linen season is coming to an end. It's sad. I bought these 9 months ago at the Bins, which is the Goodwill outlet, if you don't know, where you pay by the pound. I always average my cost of goods at $2 there, and so that makes my profit $11.37. This is kind of like such a random, like a random bunch of things that have sold. Sometimes there's like a common theme, and there's not today. That's okay. Other than this is also linen. This is a linen blend, vintage skirt. It is actually, yeah, linen blend. It's Liz Claiborne. Whew, fancy. I should have put cottagecore on this, I think. Do you think I should have put cottagecore? It's almost like a toile, but not really. Toile print, in my experience, sells pretty well. I don't know if it's because of that cottagecore thing or what, but anyway, I looked up knee length vintage floral skirt linen blend, and the average sale price was $18.91 with a 37% sell-through rate. I think that might be the highest sell-through rate I have today, which is really sad. That's not great at all. This sold for $22 on Poshmark. Probably had it listed too long because it's been around for 11 months, or I probably had it listed too high. It's been around for 11 months. I spent $1.75 on it at my old favorite thrift store, which I know is not high at all, but for that store, that's probably the highest I've almost ever paid. It's usually under $1, which is insane, and why it was my favorite for such a long time. I still really like that thrift store. I just have a new favorite. My profit is $15.85. One more. We're almost to the end. All right. This is another vintage skirt. This one is a midi length, and I used palm. I guess it does have palm branches on it. I'm trying to remember. I think I did use cottagecore with this one, but this one I think is less cottagecore than the other one. But cottagecore is definitely a good, like, I just looked up cottagecore midi skirt, I don't know, a few weeks ago. I was curious, and the sell-through rate just with that very basic search term was pretty high, like in the 40s, I think. So here I looked up vintage midi skirt, and I think I did add cottagecore, and then plus size, because this is a plus size. Well, it didn't really look very plus, did it? The average sell price was $15.33, then 18% sell-through rate. I don't know. Mine sold for $15.87 plus shipping, so they paid a total of $22.52. I've had this bad boy for 17 months, which is too long in my opinion, but I probably had a price too high, and you know, that sell-through rate's not great, and it's not really all that cottagecore. I don't know. I spent 88 cents on it at my old favorite thrift store, so my profit is $13.34. That makes my total profit for the weekend $111.04. Okay, that's not true, because that Adore Me, that corset, was not in my totals because it's not in my inventory system. So I didn't have, I don't even know if I said like how much that sold for or anything. I got caught up in that. I think I made about $10 on that. So that would make it $121. My goal is $67 a day, which makes it $2,000 a month. That's just under. I'm about you know, $15 off. So that's kind of a bummer, but it is, you know, some days are just like that, or some weekends are just like that. So I'm curious. I did do a little bit of thrifting on Saturday. I know a lot of people do their thrifting and sourcing on the weekends. Maybe not all, that's okay. But I'm curious, what is your favorite like thrifting win? Maybe it's something that was worth like a lot of money and you're really excited to resell. Maybe it is something that you just are really excited about personally. For me this weekend, I found a Patagonia t-shirt that I'm keeping for myself. It's just like it looks exactly like this, other than it says Patagonia right here, or maybe on this side. I don't know. It's still in my wash, so I'm gonna wash it before I wear it. But it'll probably make an appearance at some point this week, although it's supposed to be 90 again soon, so yikes. I'm enjoying the fallish weather. So let me know your favorite thrifting win from the week. It doesn't have to... As my husband leaving for work. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. I do these ship with me videos every day, mostly at 8 p.m. Eastern, just chronicling a, you know, realistic view of the exciting life of a part-time reseller. Yeah, I enjoy being able to share with you, so thanks for sticking around. I'll see you soon.